in a second, but I'm going to say it again. Do not let this holiday season be your downfall. What do I mean by that? So how many of us every single year get to this point around October, end of September, October, we start getting relaxed on our workouts, we start kind of staying in, we start sleeping in when we should get up early on a Saturday and hit the gym or work out in our garage or our living room. We start to, just overindulge on the food, just a little bit here, a little bit there. And, we kind of classify it in our brain as, oh, we are just living our life and living in moderation. And then what happens is December comes and it's December 25th, Christmas happens, it's amazing, you're with the family, all of a sudden the 27th, 28th, 29th, and you're like, okay, I need to get it together for January. It's like we all keep doing this. Oh, hey, I was actually going to text you after this live. Did you call me yesterday? But anyways, if so, I saw a missed call and my phone was on silent all day. So anyways, I'm going to call you later. But okay, so how many of us do that? Okay, we're not doing that this year. So if you've been following me for a while, what we're gonna do for October, November, December is lock in as if it's already January 1st, 2025. Okay, we're gonna set ourselves up for success going into 2025. So as you can see, it's LA. If you can see behind me outside, it's super gloomy. Okay, it's super gloomy. I work from home, and so I was like, oh, should I just work out, just do a 15-minute workout, just the way it looks outside, it's not motivating and inspiring. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm spoiled. So living in California, you're used to seeing the sun, and the sun just like gives you this burst of energy. I don't know what it is, but when you don't see the sun, you just want to like cuddle up in a blanket and not do anything on it. Well, at least that's how I feel. So I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use the gloom as motivation. Like when I see the gloom, I'm like, okay, this is like, what's that movie where I think it was like Sylvester Stallone, is it Stallone or Stallone? Rocky, where he like, you would just see him with his hoodie on and he would just be getting it in on the workouts. Like no matter rain, pour, shine, thunder, hurricane, like it didn't matter. So we're talking about getting it together for 2025 and not gaining a bunch of weight. Honestly, gaining a bunch of unnecessary weight, because it's the thing. They know, like the fitness industry knows that this is going to happen, right? They know that people are going to gain weight during October, November, December, and then they're going to put on all these sales, have all these flash deals, flash sales for signing up for a gym membership. And then you're going to sign up for the gym membership in January 2025. And then you're going to be super unmotivated and inspired by something else and not go back. Okay. So we are developing that skill, the grit, the discipline right now. Okay. So it's not even about like, oh, summer 2025, summer body. Like who cares about the summer body? It's about you growing every single year of your life, well into your senior years, your golden years, having the body of your dreams, being at your optimal health, having the best muscle mass, right? Having like just all of these different things that we take for granted now. You will not have that. Like you will have to work at it in your 60s, 70s, and 80s. I used to take care of my grandma. That's a whole nother story. But I got access to seeing people in their late 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s that just did not take care of themselves and never really cared to just start, because you can start anytime, but they just never really cared to start. And they were already going to these doctor's appointments with bad backs, high blood pressure. And I know some things are just kind of out of our control, but let's be honest, 90% of it is. So what you put in your mouth is under your control. Okay. How you divvy up your time is under your control. Okay. What you do, when it comes to your water intake and making it a priority is under your control. And this is the thing. How many times are you going to keep having excuses? Okay. No, I know. I actually, if you notice my eyes, I really don't look at the camera a lot when I'm driving. So you guys are just like on with me. It's almost like I'm talking to somebody in the passenger seat, but I'm talking to the Embody Pursuit tribe. And yeah, don't worry, but I appreciate the call out. So yeah, like how many times are we gonna continue to have excuses? So going for October, November, December, I'm going to be going on live a lot more, just because my schedule has freed up a little bit for the time being. And we're going to talk about tips, tricks, things that we can actually do. And not like, this is like not the fluffy, like I want to find a different word for tips, because like tips is not it. Like tips is not going to move the needle in your life. Like here's 5 tips on how to shred 5 pounds. Like it comes down to identity, how you see yourself, what you think about yourself, okay? How strong-willed you are, how strong of a mind you have, all right? The mind over matter. Like I said today, as you can see, it's a gloomy day in LA. I did not want to work out. And I just was like, you know what? Let me just flip it. Every time it's a gloomy day, that's when I go even harder, okay? So it just depends on if you can make that mental switch. And okay, so this is a couple things I've been doing. It might, you know, and feel free to share what you're doing, but these are a couple things that I'm doing, and I've lost like 3 pounds, not even trying to, okay? I lost like 3 pounds, like, I was like, oh wow, that was cool. Just by switching the time of my eating, I lost 3 pounds. So what I've been doing is, obviously it's been getting darker a lot later, okay? And unless you have a lifestyle where A, you work at night, B, you go out all the time at night, or you just for some reason are very active at night, there's really no reason to have this humongous dinner at night, okay? So I've been switching the way I've been eating, because usually it's been pretty like maybe 6 to 7. When I say breakfast, it's just like the first time I eat for the day. I've been having a heavy breakfast in the morning, having a moderate lunch, and a very small dinner. And then I shifted my intermittent fasting window, because I wake up really early naturally anyway. I'm trying to switch it to where I wake up naturally at 5 a.m., but I've been waking up naturally at 6 a.m. So 6 a.m. I'm up, I'll eat maybe around 8:30. So I like to have the first 2 hours just to let my body do whatever, you know, just to kind of work on its own energy. For the morning, I'll just have like hot lemon water. And then I have a really high protein, healthy breakfast. And then when you have a high protein, healthy breakfast, it actually lowers your blood sugar for the rest of the day. So if you have a bunch of sugary cereal or oatmeal with a bunch of sugary stuff in it, it's going to spike your blood sugar throughout the day, and you're going to find yourself craving a lot. So I've been having a high protein meal at the beginning of the day, okay? Moderate for lunch, so something with protein and some kind of vegetable. And then for dinner, it's pretty much the same thing, but just a smaller amount, okay? So I randomly like have lost 3 pounds just by, that's the only thing I've changed. I work out the same, I've been eating the same stuff. I had a bunch of pita bread the other day. Like I haven't really changed or been super strict on the stuff that I've been eating. I just changed the window of when I'm eating. So I'll break my fast at like 8:30, around 9, and then I've been stopping at 5. Preferably on some days I've been stopping at 4. Now, I know those of you are like, oh, well, you know, I have a family, or, you know, we like to have dinner together. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly, I'm not saying that you should do what I'm doing. I'm just letting you know that I've been effortlessly losing weight by stopping my last meal, my smaller meal, at 4 or 5. And then for the rest of the evening, I just sip on tea. Any tea that I want, any hot tea that I want, green tea, black tea, ginger tea, whatever tea that I want. And then because I don't have like a lot of heaviness on my stomach, I've been able to go to sleep very easily. Like right when I hit the pillow, it's almost like I'll wake up in the morning and be like, wow, like I fell asleep pretty quickly. Because I think what's happening is sometimes what we do is we have a huge dinner at 7:30, and then we're going to, and then we're not moving, right? It's not like we're having a big dinner and then we're hitting a workout after, or having a big dinner and then going to an event. If you have more of a, you know, typical American lifestyle where it's like you go to work, you know, if you have a family, you're doing family stuff, and usually you're lounging, right? You're sitting, you're lounging, you're not really doing much. So then you're just, all that food is just plopped in your stomach. Your body's already worked all throughout the day. Now it's wanting to wind down. The sun's coming down. Whether we like it or not, we are synced up with the sun. That's scientifically proven. It is what it is. So your circadian rhythm is like already working with the sun. And then if you go to sleep at like 10:30, 11 o'clock, you're just sitting on all that energy on your stomach still. You know what I'm saying? So I've been waking up like with my stomach feeling super empty and flat. And then I still have all this natural energy for the first 2 hours. I have a big, hearty, healthy, protein-filled breakfast. And my breakfast has actually been kind of reaching 800 calories in a breakfast. And then maybe like around 500 to 600 calories for my lunch. And then, you know, maybe 400 to 500 calories during my, you know, for my dinner. And then I stopped. So I've been using, you guys, this app is so dope. This app is so cool. So if you actually sign up with my email list, okay, I'm not going to spam you. I'm not going to bug you. I don't even have time to do that, to be honest. If you sign up with my email list, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be sending out this app that I'm using. It's bomb. All you do is take a picture of what you're eating, and because AI, it can tell what it is, and then you just kind of maybe adjust it like with the grams or like the calories or whatever. So I've been actually getting back into monitoring my food, and I did not like it before. If you hear me in other videos, I was like, I don't enjoy tracking my food. It's not my thing. This app has made me enjoy tracking my food. The reason why is because I could just take a picture of it. Like I'll have like blueberries, boom, take a picture. I'll have my hemp seeds, boom, take a picture. I'll have my almonds, boom, take a picture, right? And then I have, like, I think I'm going to do a whole video on that whole process of how I do that. But just sign up with my email list. It's in the description, you know, in the description box. And I'll be sending out an email of exactly how you can sign up for that app. So, okay. I've been doing it for the last, I was grazing a lot. Okay, grazing is just like what cows do. Like they just like eat on grass all day, like with really no break. They're just kind of like, you know, like doing their moo. You know, I mean, I'm not, obviously my cow impersonation is not good, but I've been grazing, and I was like, wow, I have been eating in excess of 500 to 700 extra calories of nuts, because I'm like, okay, well, it's healthy, there's protein in almonds, it's a healthy fat, boom, I'm good. No, I'm just eating too many calories, more than what I'm burning. So I'm not saying don't snack, I'm not saying, you know, live like this strict hard life, but there's a couple little tweaks that we can start to do going into this like October season, because again, it's warm. You know, you want to be warm, you want to be cozy, you want to be snuggled up. It's gloomy outside. You know, it's starting to kind of like brighten up out here, but for the most part, it's like winter season. We want to be bundled up. You know, if you're in LA, this city is very skin is in. I mean, it's October and I have my arms out and some of my stomach. But, you know, there's not as many reasons to show your body or whatever, right? Like show your arms or wear crop tops. You're really kind of covered up a little bit more. So it's like easier to just gain weight is what I'm saying. Like there's less reasons to want to be in shape. I don't even like saying in shape, because that doesn't, in shape is like an illusion. Like just meaning your best for you. Okay. So everybody's in shape is going to look different. Okay. So that's what I've been doing. Less grazing. So way less snacking. Even if it's a healthy snack, if you're not burning an extra 700 calories a day, you're just body's like, okay, well, you know, I have nothing to really do with this. So I'm just going to stack it onto the body. Okay, so also, if you're vibing with me, if you're resonating with this, like if this is making sense, go ahead and hit the like button and also subscribe to tap in with me. I'm going to be going live a lot more and just talking about these things, you know, throughout the next couple months before we hit the new year. So that's what I wanted to say. I've noticed a big difference with less grazing, so less snacking, shifting my window to earlier, so from 8 to 4 or 9 to 4 p.m., 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's my ideal. I do feel like I get the most benefits when I stop eating at 4, but I can stretch it out to 5, okay? And then less eating. Oh, and then my heavier meal at the beginning of the day. So just those 3 changes, I lost 3 pounds in 2 weeks. Like, I was like, oh, that's kind of, because I was like, oh, I'm kind of feeling like, you know, like, I don't know. I'm feeling like my waist is a little, like, something just feels different. It's not as tight. Like, what's going on? And I lost 3 pounds. So that's all I did. So definitely make sure to like, subscribe. I'm going to go ahead and run into this fitness class. I will answer your questions as soon as I go on my next live. I'm going to go on live later, actually. So if you want to tap in with me, just noticed you got, oh yes, I did. Thank you, Hallie. Hallie is a superstar, Embody Pursuit superstar on the channel. I appreciate that. You did notice that. That's dope. But yeah, I'm gonna go hop in and we're gonna talk about that. Actually, we're gonna talk about that. Because all I do is go live and pour out my heart to beautiful strangers all over the planet, and start your YouTube. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be edited. So I've been hammering in on that in other videos, so I'm not going to bore you guys with that right now, but definitely tap in. I will read your questions. If you want to hop on live with me later, go ahead and subscribe, turn on the bell notification, because I will be on live later this afternoon. I don't know when. I live in California, so when I say afternoon, it'll be like around 3 or 4 p.m. California time, Pacific Standard Time. So, all right, tap in and have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye.